Hey, let's get into Saturday, the entertainment review, PM version. So, what's going on today? I'm going to start talking about Schitt's Creek and specifically season 2, episode 5 called Bob's Bagels. Now, to me, that's pretty much when the show probably diamondized. It peaked. It means everything that was already perfect in its place really, really shined the most in that episode. I think it brought out everybody as far as the cast. I'm sure crew always, hands down, does the great work they do. That's why we end up getting to see the actual shows we end up seeing. But the cast was amazing together. If you know the show, you know it's been created by Eugene Levy, a definitely long time comedic player, but a lot more just an entertaining guy in the business for a long time. I remember being a kid watching SCTV with him. John Candy, Martin Short, Catherine O'Hara. I mean, that was the big stuff going on before I guess we could even watch Saturday Night Live late at night. We had SCTV, and it was very, very funny. Like, it was the whole, remember Bob and Doug McKenzie with the whole Canadian thing, which is great. But again, deep, deep roots. So Schitt's Creek comes from deep, deep roots of talent. So Eugene Levy, mind the brow. The brow always says so much. I also, just as I get into the episode, I remember something very powerful about the brow. I already knew where, like when I was with my friends and we were hanging out, I already knew where something was going to go a little bit off because the brow told us first what was about to come out of the mouth. Because if the brows were like, you knew like what was about to come next might not be so favorable. So I'd always say, hey, the brows. And then it took a person like just with that sense of humor. If somebody was looking at me like with these brows, I was like, the brows. And then they'd be like, it changes the way you're going to respond or react. Again, remember the brows. Mind the brows. They have something important to do. I don't know if that's going to be in another video on its entirety, but back to Schitt's Creek. This episode, again, when I talk about it shining the most, it's kind of really funny because it's called Bob's Bagels. It does bring out the Jewish aspect of Eugene Levy and Daniel Levy's background. If not, there's more other crew, I'm sure, that could be Jewish as well. But it's not the point because it's the blend of all the dynamics that are going on there. You've got Bob himself and his garage. He takes this idea of a bagel that Eugene Levy's character proposed just as an idea, and he takes off with it. I can't believe that I'm only watching a half-hour episode or less than that. And then sometimes in my past, I've seen movies that do just as much, but over more time, more money. I mean, After Hours by Martin Scorsese. I think that was in the late 80s. Oh my gosh, it could be the late 80s, but it was a very funny movie. It's about a guy who just wanted to go for a coffee, was reading a book, and then the night from the beginning of the night to the morning next day at work, you would not believe what this person went through. Great movie, After Hours. I also remember, believe it or not, Corey Feldman and Corey Haim, and then even Heather Graham, licensed. I just was tapping on my laptop, shaking things up just because I'm getting excited about these movies that, it was just a simple night. Things started off pretty simple and straightforward, and then bang, everything from A to Z happens to the main characters, and they have to survive it and get to the beginning of peace again, which is usually at the crack of dawn, but not always, not always. But with this Schitt's Creek episode, I can't believe they got away with the title. And this is what I mean about the deep roots of comedy that comes with Eugene Levy. But his son, Daniel Levy, excellent writer. I think I'm even wearing something like this because I was inspired because of, even in this one particular episode, his fashion. I mean, it's not something I'm comfortable with, but then again, you see a lot of artistic fashion on that particular show. I don't know who's driving it, but again, it does say without it being in bad taste, you can be bold with your fashion. It's a creative aspect of who you are. So that's another great thing about this show. But it's just packed with talent. Catherine O'Hara, I mean, when I saw her get the job on Home Alone, and that turned out to be such an amazing movie. Like, you want to talk about laugh out loud. For all the people that saw Home Alone the first time with Macaulay Culkin, oh, I hope I said his name right. Anyways, you're laughing hard. Like, you're hoping you get a second to breathe. And again, that's the beauty of movies. I love movies from a very young age, I was about to think that architecture was the right path for me because he was more of a professional thing, you know. So when you talk about architecture over being a movie maker, I want to make movies. That's like saying, yeah, I want to be like John Lennon, like what every kid said when they were into their music eras. You know, just you get these ideas that your parents want you to be more of a professional than a free creative artist, but that's because they love you. But no disrespect, I learned a lot of discipline by just even seeing that, hey, this wasn't for me, and I ended up loving movies. So with that said, I want you all to check out Schitt's Creek if you haven't. I know as far as apps go, you could download the CBC app. I think it's noted as, just look for Gem also. That's the little icon. It says Gem, but just download that and then you'll get the episodes for free. If you have a Google like email, you can just like log in with Google, nice and easy. But again, check out Schitt's Creek. I think you're going to get a lot of laughs and you're going to get like a really, really different perspective. I mean, it doesn't feel like a sitcom. It just feels like a great TV show that's really, really funny and it's packed with a lot of talent. And I think everybody's just bursting with it. And it really, really peaked for me and it just probably stays on a high. I mean, I haven't seen all the episodes yet, but I'm looking forward to it. But with that said, it's particularly the Bob's Bagels. You know, I'm laughing because, you know, there's just this one particular scene where Bob's really going forward with it, and you've got to see it yourself. Okay, so I'll leave you with that. Again, I hope if you're here already, I'm not sure if you got this far, but again, if you like this content, I really enjoy sharing, you know, my bits of experience, my past takes on some of the great films I've seen along the way. I'm a creative myself, so I always get really, really inspired by good shows, and Schitt's Creek is a good show. Check it out. Start with season 1, get it free. Just download the app, the CBC app, with the gem on it, okay? Have a good night, everybody. Enjoy your shows. If you were looking, look no further. Give it a shout or give it a try. Schitt's Creek again. Take care. Bye.